Alright, let's continue on a little bit with the Touring Tallahassee or Cruising Tallahassee series. Showtime at your service one more time. Listen to a little ZZ Top and kind of cruising today. It is Sunday, July 15th, and it is now showing 94 degrees in the heat of the day. It's about 4:19 p.m. I'm cruising around. This is Capitol Circle. It's considered northwest, I believe, at this point still. No, they've changed to southwest, excuse me. See the skies, it's on the cloudy. It's probably about 90-some% humidity. Just getting finished with a roller derby bout and running up to help out a friend of mine who has a flat tire. She's a few years older and needs a little help, so I'm cool with that. Weather-wise, like I said, it's hot, it's humid. The sky's pretty though, it's a pretty shade of blue. A lot of greenery out on this section of Capitol Circle, so listen to one of my favorite old songs, Cheap Sunglasses. Actually, it's not really an old song compared to what a lot of things I listen to. This section is not going to have a whole lot of excitement because it's like I said, it's a bit of a wooded area, but you know, hey, whatever. This car is going a little slow for my liking, but oh well, I'm okay with that. I'm starting to get into a little bit of an industrial area. Seacoast RV Rentals. Got the Tallahassee Indoor Shooting Range. Literally, you can target shoot inside. That works out. S&H Hydraulics. Coming up here on the old Bryant's Body Shop. I don't think there's a body shop there anymore. Oh, what else to say? Capitol Hydraulics and just some of the businesses. I know they've been around here for a long, long time. Now we're getting into a little bit more of the occupied areas. Coming up into, let's see, I guess we'll stay in this lane. Some restaurants, Zaxby's, Applebee's. Got a pharmacy, Walgreens up ahead. Car dealership on the right. Big old USA flag. Up ahead on the right, for some of my foreign friends, the building with the red and the white and the man's face, kind of center of the camera right now. That is Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. It's a pretty old food chain. Way out this way you can see the sign for Walmart and Payless Shoes. Not a big deal. Just local shopping store. The other side you've got Advanced Auto Parts, you've got Subway restaurant, you see Sonic's up ahead, and then you get into another what they call a strip mall. Just a series of various businesses. Section of Capitol Circle is not real populated, not very built up right now. Passing by the Steak and Shake. It's a hamburger chain. They make some really thin French fries. They taste really good if you catch them when they come right out of the deep fryer, but they get cold fast. So there's a big downside to that. Got a couple walking on the side of the road, mom and a child pushing a baby carriage. What else here? Coming up on RPM Transmissions. There's a church place out over here. Hartsfield Road, that's a couple of businesses on there. Actually, quite a few. Gas station, gas prices right now, unleaded running at $3.19 a gallon. That's $3.19.9 US. We have what's called a Uncle Bob's self-storage. Basically, you can rent a place to put your stuff. Brittany Estates Mobile Home Park. That's an old trailer park. It's been around here for at least since the 80s, I imagine. Coming up ahead on the left, you'll see Lowe's. That's a home improvement store. Alright. Go a little bit quicker here. That lane closes, so we can get over here. This is the I-10 interchange. touch. Put on the brakes. Oh, I-10 is a highway that runs east and west, pretty much across the country. My friend Upheek, if you're watching this video, which I imagine you probably check it out, we talked about the roadways and our messages back and forth. This is Capitol Circle. It's pretty much a standard road, 2-lane each way, but it funnels down to 1 for a while. You see they've marked the signs pretty clearly about merging the roads together. Looking at the weather up ahead, looks like some clouds building up. Might get a little rain later on today. Might cool it down, which would be a nice thing. Oh, what else to say? Not a whole lot for this section. Capitol Circle, they are actually talking about widening it here shortly. They had some federal grant to work on the road improvement, which is a good thing because it is a narrow road and it gets a lot of traffic, even though it doesn't seem that way right now. Where that section a while ago was woody, this area is even more so. I'm going to make a turn here onto what's called Fred George Road. This will cut me over to Monroe Street, which will make my life a little easier here. Now we're heading kind of eastbound at this point, so the 2-lane road. Come up here on this is Sagebrook Drive, housing subdivision there. I don't know why I do these videos, no one really cares about them, but it's something to amuse me, waste a few minutes of my time. Heading this way anyway, and traffic's light, so put some things in perspective and save it for all of posterity's sake. Bump. There it goes. That was the railroad track we bumped over. Hope it didn't bump the screen too much. Down at the very bottom of the screen, you'll see a little pointed thing sticking up. It's actually on the outside of my car. Somebody posted some sort of, probably an election type thing. Mary Ann Lindley is the name on it. Gas station on the right's the Texaco. You got Genesis Church on the left. Pretty blue roof on that one. Again, we're still traveling on Fred George Road. It's really a pretty day for videoing because you got some good light even through the windows of the car. Coming up on a speed zone here. When it's flashing, you can only go 20. That's because on the right you'll see there is a school. It's Springwood Elementary. It's a nice elementary school. Get some pretty decent students out of there. A friend of mine went to school there. Let's see, another housing subdivision on the left and the right. Get kind of better view, I think, on the east of the roofs on the left, and on the right, these are duplexes. There's 2 houses attached together. On the left over here, or actually make that on the right, we got a gas station, a Chevron. Avoid getting pulled out on right here. Oh, let's see. Sign right there for the St. Louis Catholic Church, and they even list their mass schedule for Saturdays and Sundays, so it's easy to get your schedule plan for what you want to do. All right, light is green. That means we get to go. Arrow Point Apartments on the left. Apartment complex. Not too bad of an area. 3380 Fred George, I think, is the address. Get some activity there, but you get activity no matter where you go. Let's see. Tallahassee definitely has a lot of green. You go out places out west like Vegas and places like that, and everything that's green is actually brown, so you get that tan color. All the desert countries. Alright, or desert, not countries, but desert cities and states rather. Alright, green light up ahead, and I'll be making a left onto Monroe Street. Monroe was basically a north-south thoroughfare. Skeleton shoes, I actually have a pair of those. They're fairly comfortable for the grass, but definitely not on concrete. Alright, Restoration Place, that's another church here in Tallahassee. Let's see. Coming up on the right is going to be Kingsway Church. Pastor Brian Tees is the pastor there, is a friend of mine. It's Kingsway Christian Church. So, good fellow Brian. He came over and had a service for us because of a colleague that we lost. Abbey Funeral Home, that's where they take care of the deceased folks. It's one of several in town. I think we got about 5 or 6 funeral homes right now. On the left here, this is Big Oak Trailer Park, or RV Park. Portable houses almost, houses on wheels. Alright, Harriet Drive coming up next. We have Perkins will be on the left at the traffic light. And once we do that, we'll be making the right turn down Shady Oak to go down to Judy's house. There's Shady Oaks on the right. Right turn, Clyde. Right turn again. For my skateboarding friends. This is a road that you probably want to try at one point in your life. I imagine you can have some fun with a longboard down through here. Another housing area, a little more affluent than some. Alright, passing by Queenswood, slight rise. Yep, there's an intentional tilt there to give you an idea of the angle of the road. It's not quite that sharp, but you get the idea. I got a nice little boat here. Some of the houses. Alrighty, let's see. Yeah. The lady that lives over here, or at least lived over there. Actually, I guess she's still there. That's Debbie. You got that personalized tag, Entice Me, in honor of her son who passed away a number of years ago. And this brings us to the end of our travels as we make the turn into Judy's house. Here we are, and here we are.